newly appointed assistant manager here at Harps. Another challenge for you and a new chapter in your career.
Yeah, a big challenge for me, I suppose, Dermot. Worked with Ollie before, 5 years ago, and that sort of way. And I suppose when the phone call came, met him. He's a hard man to say no to. So yeah, looking forward to the challenge. It's going to be a challenge. We know that. It's been a big turnover of players, but I think we've recruited well, and hopefully we'll have a good season.
Yeah, well, listen, you're a former Harps player. You were manager for a time. You were assistant manager for that short time with Ollie as well. So, listen, you're back again, and I'm sure you're looking forward to it.
I am looking forward to it. Like I said, I spent a wee bit of, up the north, enjoyed up there. But when the opportunity came back, I suppose to go and work with Ollie was the big thing again, because I know what he's like, and I think he's done overachieved here for the last few years, to be honest with you. I think it's a huge challenge. We know he's lost a lot of players, but if it's down to hard work and honesty, he'll get that out of the players, and hopefully I can help him do that.
Yeah. So what about Warren Point then, Gavin? I mean, how did that go
for you?
Yeah,
no, it went very well. I suppose, I went with. I'm a good friend of Barry Gray's, and when he went in there, he asked me would I come up, give him a hand, and when we took over, we were in serious bother, so we stayed up the first season. We done very well the second season. We're struggling a wee bit this year. There's been a huge turnover of players up there. Sort of knew that the travelling was going to get the better of me, and I went and I got John Gillen to give us a hand, because we sort of knew this day would come eventually when I was going to stop travelling altogether. But I think Warren Point will be all right now. Like I said, it was really, really enjoyable. And like I said, Barry was grand. He knew that day was coming when eventually I was going to leave. So
yeah. Well, and even though you were working within the Irish League, Gavin, I mean, you've been a regular attender at the Ireland games. You're doing a bit of media work and that. So your fingers on the pulse there too.
Yeah, look, I know what's going on. Like I said, the league is in a good shape. All over the place. I know it was only launched yesterday, but I think that it's got more professional. It's a bigger challenge. All the teams that are full time now, it's a huge challenge to part time teams. My own, so I'd say Sligo, my own club that I live in, are full time. They're after having a budget of say 1.8 million, this year. So when you compare that to what Fenn Harps have, it's a challenge. It's a challenge we're looking forward to.
And did you, when the fixtures come out, did you take a wee glance down to see when the Sligo Rovers fixture?
Not really. No, I didn't. I sort of looked at the first one and the second one to see hopefully we can get a good start, and comes a good challenge. We'll go home game, the first game against Strahda, which is, I think a good one for us, and then you're away to UCD. So hopefully we get a few points on the board early and start positively, Dermot.
Yeah. Well, listen, when you were playing, Gavin, you wore your heart on your sleeve. If you don't mind me saying, you're one of those players that fans love to hate. Really, the opposition fans love to hate.
Some of your own fans didn't like it.
No, that's true. But I mean, you were passionate. Do you bring that passion into the dressing room still, Gavin?
So. Yeah, I hope so. I think we've a lot of experience in it. It's a good bunch of lads here. It's a great bunch of lads here. They're very honest. It's up to us to get the best out of them. And there's a lot of new lads in. Hopefully they'll settle in, especially the lads. The foreign lads who don't know the league. It's a difficult league. Don't underestimate. This league is really, really difficult. But we're looking forward to it.
Well, listen, it's great to have you back, and we wish you well for the season ahead.
Cheers, Dermot.
Thank you, Gavin.